Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a minute. I'm going to try to do this at least once a week. But what a week it had been, right? What a week. Um, I know this was a little over a week ago now, but we had the Rittenhouse acquittal, we had the Andrew Coffey acquittal, and we had triple convictions on murder in the Ahmaud Arbery case. That's a victory. That is a big victory. All of that's big victories. But we're not done because we still have cases like Marvin Guy, who's, you know, been awaiting trial for 7 years. And I don't know whether or not he did or not. But the fact that it's been 7 years and he's still awaiting trial is a pretty clear indicator that the state does not believe in their own case. So, yeah, and that's just one case out of so many cases. So we still have a lot of work to do. Um, that's why I have to commend Mr. Rittenhouse on his first media appearance after the show. Um, I got to wake up because I didn't actually see the interview when it was being aired on Tucker Carlson, but I got to wake up to the incoherent screeching of the great white right. So I knew something good had happened. And I look up the interview, and he comes out. He reaffirms his support for BLM. He shits on Lynn Wood, which is awesome. But then he calls for criminal justice reform to actually address prosecutorial malfeasance, which is what we all have issue with when it comes to cases like Andrew Coffey, which is prosecutors will do anything to get a conviction. They will say anything to get a conviction. This is why so many people end up in prison either through a guilty verdict that is based on a constructed uh, narrative, or they plea because the prosecutor threatens them with even worse charges that they just cop a plea to something smaller and they still end up in prison but not as long. So I have to commend him for actually calling for criminal justice reform. Good on you. It sounds like he's no longer a young bootlegger of America, which is what I predicted in the last upload. But yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. Like we have these big victories, but there's a really long road ahead of us when it comes to criminal justice reform. And let's also not forget that the Ghislaine Maxwell trial is happening right now, and everything possible to protect her is being done. So in that instance, the prosecutors are doing a bit, but as far as the judge, what he's allowing, the narratives that he's allowing, the structures that he's allowing to be created, it does not look good. I do agree on one thing though, that Ghislaine is not Jeffrey Epstein, and that is true. She was a groomer, is a groomer. Well, no, was a groomer. It's not her job anymore. And a recruiter. But she was groomed into being a recruiter. I do believe. Like, what woman in her right mind would just voluntarily go do something like that? It's very unlikely. So that is one thing I agree on is she's not the one that started it. She did continue it, and she needs to answer for that. But it's just a cycle of violence, man. And I guess I'm actually going to talk about that on the Bray Ross channel before too long, because that is a very important topic to discuss. But yeah, I just wanted to check in once a week, attempting to do these uploads, and I'll see you next time.